Okay, welcome back. So, in my last video, I talked about how I finally got the courage to go out and shoot my very first movie and how great that felt. Um, and the interesting thing now is since that shoot, uh, pretty much everybody on that crew now calls me Director Stan. It's a great feeling, trust me. It's a great feeling. Uh, So for this particular video, I'm not here to gloat. Um, I'm still in post production. My very first debut movie as a director, producer, co-writer isn't out yet. Still in post production, and I enjoin you all to be part of that journey. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, brand new YouTube channel, Man Like Stan Films. It's brand new and already I think we surpassed 100 underscore subscribers already, which is interesting, which shows that there are quite a lot of people out there that really want to follow my journey. In the spirit of following my journey as well, I wanted to dedicate this video to a couple of things I learned. Let's call it six. If it's more than six, it ends up being more than six. But let's just call it six things I learned uh, as a first-time filmmaker. Hopefully, this helps you if you're also an aspiring filmmaker as well, or you want to get into this space, so you just want to learn. When I got into this space, I wanted to do everything. Uh, and let me just be very candid with you that going to film school is nice, but it doesn't compare in any way to what actually happens on set. The whole script, the whole movie takes a life of its own when you're on set. So to prepare you for that, I wanted to share, let's call it six things I learned um, shooting my very first movie. Okay. Number one, numero uno, probably the most important as well. Stick to one thing. If you're experienced and you've done this before, yes, you might be able to juggle the role of producer, director, and even on my first movie, I was able to juggle multiple roles. I'll say I probably took on about five roles. But my advice to you, candidly, is stick to one thing. Stick to one thing. What's that one thing you really want to do, and stick to it. It just helps you get to stay focused. Um, I learned the hard way. I want to be a director. Uh, I'm good at producing. I'm well trained also as a cinematographer. I write well, which I think I will still continue to do as well. But on sets, I have found that I want to be a director first and foremost. That's it. In future, maybe that will change, but for now, I want to be a director. And I think you as well, if you get into the space, don't try to be everything. I learned very, very quickly. Don't try to be everything. Pick that one thing. And that leads me to my second point I learned is um, network, work with really talented people across every single role and function. So I know you want to be a director, you want to be a producer, you want to be a writer, but in reality, try to stick to one thing, especially when you're just getting started, and consider working with pros, guys with established pedigrees across uh, those other spaces, those other callings. And trust me, you would have yourself to thank for that later. I learned that the very very hard way. Even though again, like I said, I'm also a trained cinematographer. I found out that working with my cinematographer, who's fantastic talent as well, took a lot of load off me. And on day two of the shoots, I actually wished I had another producer and I wasn't the one producing. And I wish I could pass on that load to somebody else. Going forward, I have learned I will focus on directing and let's build a crew that will do the other thing. So the first thing I said is Stick to one thing that you really want to do and be really good about it. Two is surround yourself with really, really good people across your different functions, your different crews. I can't overemphasize that enough. One thing I also learned is casting. You might have a casting manager, but I think as director, it's very, very important that you are very, very involved with casting from A to Z. I also cannot overemphasize that enough. Uh, as a director, you come to the movie with a particular vision, and you probably are will be the only one that I can actually see how different talents will help you achieve that vision on set. Having good actors is fine, but if those actors are not cut out for the roles that you want and would not embody that personality the way you want it, then you might struggle on set. I had a few issues like that as well. One of the issues I had on set in this particular first movie was diction. Um, Again, I accept full responsibility for it because again, before the movie gets started, it's very very important to share your vision with the team, and that leads me to uh, what I will call my very very next point. Um, it's super important that you share your vision with your team, and that for me will be my point four. Share your vision with your team every day. Be involved in the casting. Have a one-on-one bond with all the actors and share your vision with them. It's important that that happens. One of the things I also did not do a lot was I did not sit with my actors and share my vision with them. Um, Things got very, very crazy really, really quickly, and I was running around just like everybody else. But going forward, for every single actor, I will sit down with them. Um, I will share my philosophy, my vision for that their role with them, and I would love to hear their input and how they would love to embody that character and changes they think I should make to that particular character, if any, and also be very, very clear about how particular I am regarding diction and things like that. So that's I think that's number four. So two more things. Uh, Except in situations where uh, it's absolutely impossible. Uh, Try to get 2 3 takes at the very very minimum for every scene you're shooting. Trust me, you would thank yourself in post production. Being able to have those options, uh, super super important. And also don't be afraid if you have the time on set. Even though something looks really really good, um, don't be afraid to ask for a retake if you have that gut feeling. I mean, post now, and I'm really really thanking God that a couple of scenes that everybody says were fine. I asked for let's do that all over again, and everybody got crazy on set because we were really behind time. But some of those things have really really helped made the editing very 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 much easier. Let me put it that way. Uh, yeah, I think that's it. There's so much I learned on set, but those ones I said, if you're a new filmmaker, you really want to take them seriously. Try to stick to one thing that you want to do. Don't try to do too many things at the same time. Surround yourself with really really good people. The quality of your team, the quality of the talents you're working with within budget, within reasonable budget, will save you a lot of headache. Be involved in casting. Don't just delegate that to somebody else. Casting is something you want to be very, 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 very involved with. Take it very, very seriously. Um, Bond with your cast and crew. Very important. Share your vision. Get their buy-in. Get them to tap into that vision. And again, don't be afraid to have that second retake. Super important. I don't know if that's 5.6. Watch the video all over again. Ursula and Out is my very first movie, my directorial debut, and I really invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's going to be released as a 5 parts mini series, probably about 15 minutes each. And I would love to hear you share feedback about what you think I can improve in. I'm already working on my very next movie, and I'm on that path to improvement. Hopefully, before the end is over, I probably will have 2, 3 movies before I start going after doing something like really mega and big budget. Um, so I invite you to be part of my journey. Please spread the word. Man Like Stan Films on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done it already. I would like to leave videos like this. Comment with me. Feel free to reach out to me as well. If you're an actor, aspiring actor, a writer, and you work anywhere in the film space, feel free to reach out to me. So let's engage. I would love to connect. I'm at the level where I'm learning. I'm like a sponge now, so I really look forward to connecting with everyone as much as possible. So again, thank you very much for joining in, and look forward to connecting with you guys in my very next video. Adios.